Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Got a review for you guys today on a new fragrance from the house of Laboratorio Olfattivo, and this one is called Sacreste. And I really like this niche Italian house. If you want more backstory on this house, then I would implore you to check out the Scent Safari video that I did on them a while back on my channel. But they've been around since 2010, and they've had some really great noses do fragrances for them, from Marie Duchenne to Pierre Goyem to Cecile Zarokian to Luca Maffei, who did this one. You know, they just work with really good talent to get a wide array of fragrances done for them. And the person who I work with for the company, Angela, is great. She usually sends me samples when they have something new, and I felt really blessed this time around to get a 30 ml bottle. So thank you so much, Angela. I do appreciate it. This is actually the first bottle of any fragrance that I have in my collection from the house. And you know, my subscribers know I love to have at least one bottle from every house. It's sort of a, you know, an amateur collector. So so let's talk about this one. Now, this is a 2018 release. The perfumer here, Luca Maffei. If you're unfamiliar with his work, get familiar. You know, he's done a ton of scents for a lot of you know, premier houses. Asacapa, Cartuzia, Histoire de Parfum, Houbajan, Jacques Fath, Masque Milano. There's a lot. The list just goes on, and the company Laboratorio Olfattivo, they released this press release statement about this fragrance. Sacreste comes out from the study of another perfume that I have been trying to realize for 8 years. 2 years ago, I received a trial fragrance by Luca Maffei, which was characterized by an incense note I really like. We have been working on that note, finishing it and making it sensual until we arrived at the final project that I completely love. That's from Roberto Drago. And they say that a complex and rich formula created to give voice to two precious incense notes, which immediately tie with systems, elemi, and other spicy ingredients, which appear on the top notes and on a woodsy musk base, a sensual and profound incense, a perfume with character, end quote. So yeah, this is an incense scent that is certainly a favorite genre for me, so I was like really excited to get to try this one out. And the notes on this one are latinum, elemi, cardamom, saffron, incense, resins, cypriol, black pepper, Virginia cedar, Gaiac wood, cashmere, musk, and amber. The 30 ml bottle you see in front of you is available on a website called 50ml.com, which I'll link to, for $56. That's like really affordable for a niche fragrance. And the 100 ml bottle, a little bit more expensive, but not that pricey at $138. So if you're looking for these, like, you're gonna get pretty good prices. And the presentation, at least for the 30 ml bottle, I can show you. It comes with a box, Laboratorio Olfattivo, Sacreste, it's eau de parfum. You have a, you know, information back there, and you have a slot where it can sit. You know, it's padded in there, so it won't slip around. And then your bottle, you know, this is like a mini bottle, Sacreste, sticker on the bottom, and really good sprayer. Let me show you. Yeah, so can't complain. Really, certainly a good presentation. And this is a really nice incense scent. And you know, it's an incense scent that kind of brings something new to the genre. Normally, incense scents try to be liturgical and big and smoky and spicy. You know, you have the famous Comme des Garçons series. You have Lavis by Unum, which is actually what they spray the Pope's robes with. So you have those, and I always sort of identified incense fragrances with those. And then I smelled and reviewed a fragrance called Copal Azure that was put out by Aids de Venustus. and that was composed by Bertrand Duchaufour. He knows a thing or two about incense, having done Avignon. And that really stunned me because that was this almost aquatic and fresh take on incense. And this is sort of between the darker, smoky incenses and the fresher ones. It opens up very sort of crisp and, dare I say, bright. Elemi, I think, gives it a crisp character, and this is backed up by a tinge of like sweet, a tinge of sweet resins. There's pepper, a tinge of sweet spiciness. I'll say there's pepper. You'll be able to identify cashmere in. There's a lot going on. There's a very familiar nuanced labdanum. It seems like there's a crispness of pine and a really nice backbone of cedar, musk, and ambers, which supports all this. So this is a kind of a duality here between the crisp top of Elemi and almost terpenic pine accord, and this woody, resinous, sweet, almost aromatic bitter base. So like if you've ever had an old-fashioned cocktail or made a Manhattan and you added Angostura bitters, it sort of provides this deep, dark sweetness, and I feel like that's sort of what you get here with the spices and the base. It's a really nice, different take on incense, and it's very, very enjoyable. As far as your performance goes on this, it's not a monster incense scent, and to be honest with you, like very heavy incense scents can be tougher to wear. But this one's fine. Like it does exactly what you want it to do. 3 sprays, like 2 on the sides of the neck, 1 in the middle, get me through the day with moderate sillage and very good longevity. This will last you about, I want to say 8 hours. And this is a totally unisex fragrance. It's an incense and woody amber fragrance. If you're comfortable wearing that sort of scent, you'll be comfortable wearing that. And I think this is a great night out fragrance for fall, winter too. But this is sort of a fragrance, I would personally wear with like a pea coat and a scarf, and maybe spray it on the scarf, or like a snorkel coat. I just think it's really good for like layered clothing and spraying it on that clothing. If you're looking for something similar and can't get your hands on this, I do think this is in its own, sort of place. But, you could look at something like Coco d'Azur. As I said, that's way more expensive. They do have smaller sprays of that. And you could look at the Comme des Garçons Incense series. And also you could look at Incense Flash by Andy Tower, which I do feel does resemble this a little bit. If someone were trying to talk you into this, I think they'd say that great price, different take on the genre, and easier to wear than some of the more dense incense fragrances. I think if someone's trying to get you to skip this one, they might tell you that it might not be what you expect from an incense fragrance if you're looking for that smoky, kneel on the pew and confess, sort of thing. If you're looking for the heavier thing, this might not be exactly what you're looking for. I don't score fragrances that are sent to me, but I really enjoy this one. And at $56, how can you not take a shot on this one if you love the genre? This is very much niche quality scent at a less than designer price, composed by one of the young, phenoms in the game. I think Laboratorio Olfattivo is a really underrated house, at least in the YouTube community. I get that, people like Luca Turin, and I feel like a lot of bloggers definitely get, their contribution and the fact that they make all kinds of different fragrances. But I feel like YouTube, we sort of look them over a little bit. And I would just say that if you haven't, give their fragrances a look. Pick some samples up, and there's something for everyone from all different noses who compose these. So give them a look. And that's it, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. If what do you like from Laboratorio Olfattivo? If you tried anything, if you've tried this one, I definitely want to know what you think. And that's it, guys. I will link to the website that sells these, the 50ml website, so you could check them out. And I'll see you real soon again with more videos. Angela, again, thank you so much for letting me check this out. My name is